Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Ready. Like 25. Yeah, Mike. On deck, punt. Hey, express. 22 just.
Now Ryan on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 4. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Austin. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
4 down. Even. Check. Hey, watch. We're good.
Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Slant. Deuce. Check. Hot route. Hot. DC. Check 24. Kill.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Who goes tonight? 180. 5. Come on, 5. Check.
On 1st down, Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Third and 2.
Here we go. 180.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Turbo set.
45 the mic.
Here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
First down.
Here goes Salah. 180. Don't get nervous. Obama.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
4 down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Check my that.
They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2.
11. 8 to 9.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Super. Hey, Haywood.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
57's the mic.
Out of the gun. Gone. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Get tight. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, check 24, check 24, check 37, check 37.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Watch that.
Shoot.
Value 1. What's that? Turbo set.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Goff now to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Hey, kill.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
57. Mike.
On 2nd and goal. Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
49, check 49.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Fair catch made at the their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
To throw again. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This complete to Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Slam, slam.
58.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's the way.
Here's Ryan to throw. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield. They're understanding.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check. 14.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Right on. 120.
54 Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Running right, here's Brown. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tight dog.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I'm on.
Back to throw. Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big connection there. Goff to Austin. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Defense all day. All day.
12.
25. Check 25. Kill.
Now it's Brown. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
I don't think you got it, son.
From the 22, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Look, 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, baby.
Goff on first down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Check. Louis. Watch.
Second down, it's Henderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Mike, 45. I know he ain't got it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
57's the mic. Now watch run, watch run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They come out here in the eye. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Shell. All right. Come on, cut.
Right back to Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58.
25 to that.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ryan. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Samson Abuka, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
45, check Mike 45. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Rush in, rush in.
Value 3, value 3.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 24 yards. It's now 3rd down.
We go tonight. White 20.
Record.
Attack.
So now a carry here for their fullback.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get him, get him.
Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
That's another play.
20.
First down.
Check 45.
First and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 31, Falcons 3.
45,
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby. We go front.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Check.
Check 31, check 31.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Switch.
Ready to go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 31 yards there and a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Hey, what? 180!
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Foot goes tonight. 120.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Check 26, check 26, 36.
Here's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
What's that?
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Goff on the keeper.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.